like Mark's about having an open door policy. All of us are here for you guys with any questions. I said this yesterday at the TA orientation that sometimes as grad students we can kind of start getting anxiety and talking and asking each other questions, and you know, I think it's helpful just to contact Dr. Tapia as the grad student coordinator, or any of us, just to ask any basic questions about the program, coursework, is this how things should be going, am I in the right place? Yeah, just start to build that confidence, because all of us, Dr. Giever included, are really here to see your success through the program. I teach CJ 514, which is the Advanced Race and Crime class in the core. I also teach some of the boutique grad classes, electives on race and power. I teach a film class. I teach about Mexican Americans and social justice issues, borderlands issues. My PhD is in ethnic studies. So I look at relationships between human beings and how race and gender, to a certain extent, are affected in that dynamic. So really excited to see you all. I think take advantage of all the opportunities that you have as grad students, and yeah, just, it's a good time. I remember being a grad student, it's a good time in life, even though it seems hard and late night studying, it's embrace this time for sure.
I was going to say, to echo some of my colleagues and what they've already discussed, but you know, your grad experience, you should explore the content of the material, that's important, but it's also an exploration of yourself, like my colleague was saying, what you like, what you don't like, your career trajectory. Don't shy away from that, and actually head towards it. Be creative, be innovative in the way that you create your future here. And that means also getting involved with community if you can. I highly recommend to do the thesis if you can. Like Dr. Giever had mentioned, you work one-on-one with a professor, but then it also allows you to grow intellectually at a different level than the comps. And again, that's part of being creative, being innovative. Go out into the community too, at that level. Don't think that all you study here is just in the books and that's it. Share it. Go out and start doing a research agenda for the, you know, different issues in the community or whatever it may be, and talk to us about that. A lot of us are involved in so many different projects, and social justice oriented, human rights oriented, and just let us know. And my door is always open. Again, I teach, shoot, what do I teach at that grad level? I teach ethics, race, crime, and justice, and up to immigration and justice as well. So my area is in and around social justice issues, crime and law along the border. So.
Excellent, thanks. All right, anybody have anything else to add? I have just a few more things I want to mention before we adjourn. And one of them, back to nuts and bolts, is take our classes whenever you have options. In other words, in the curriculum sheets, you'll see that there are different substitutions for different requirements, right? For example, this semester, like, you know, we're not offering 541, right? Nobody's teaching the social policy course. But you have substitutions, you know, like for, I think it's government 530, for example. And so you have those. There are a lot of times that we notice that we are teaching our required classes or some of our other, you know, just requirements, and some of our students are enrolled in, you know, in sociology, you know, like for example, the 511, the criminology course, or nature of crime. You know, sociology offers some alternative, 560, I think it's over there or whatever. And, well, I guess this is being recorded, so I shouldn't say, you know, what I think exactly of that course. But, you know, ours is really good, you know, and it's really what you should be taking. And, right, so, no, but in all seriousness, you know, like, stick to our curriculum as the first, you know, as your first recourse. Another miscellaneous thing, this is in the challenging area and thinking ahead area, and actually, so I'll just say it. In the spring, we want one of our own to teach a class independently, right? So we want a graduate student in our program to teach an undergraduate course, like a 101 or something, you know, at that level. So like newer students, that's something for you to think about for year 2, you know, because if it goes well this year or, you know, in the spring, then we're gonna keep that up, you know, and we'll need capable persons that are able to, you know, juggle all that, you know, their coursework, and if they're TAs and, you know, all that other stuff, and still be able to prepare a course, you know, not as a TA, but as the instructor. And we're here to, you know, mentor that person or persons in the future. You know, we're not going to just, you know, put you out there and say, all right, good luck, you know, let's see, you know, how you do, here's some examples. No, we're, you know, ideally you'd be a TA, you know, for somebody in some of those classes, and see how it's done, pay special attention to how it's done, inherit a set of material, including the textbook and syllabus and all that stuff, fashion it to your own style and needs, and do that. So that's, you know, that's a goal for some of you to think about, and a very immediate goal for some of you that are working here this semester. So I'll just plant that bug early on, so think about that. All right, I think we've covered all bases that we had planned to here today. So if anybody wants dessert, you're more than welcome. Don't hold back. Dr. Geaver said he's picking up the tab, so by all
I paid
means.
for myself too.